Hello, friends of Sudoku. Welcome to the New York Times Hard Sudoku Puzzle. Today is Friday, November 3rd, 2023. Quite possibly, this is going to be my last Sudoku upload from the New York Times for this week. If weather permits, I'm leaving tomorrow morning for a 2-day trip up north on my motorcycle. And I will not be able to upload any videos Saturday and Sunday. So to tide you over, I have uploaded a couple of other videos already that will go live in the mornings of Saturday and Sunday. But we shall see. The thing is that the rainy season really hasn't begun yet here. It's already a month late, so it could begin at any given moment. And I wanted to get this trip under my belt before I can't go. I mean, I could go in the rainy season, but where's the fun in riding a motorcycle in torrential rain downpours? Let me tell you, it is no fun. That out of the way, let's see what we have here. I can see we have a 9 and a 7 blocking 3 squares, so a 7 and a 9 must, of course, go here. We have a 3 blocking across here and down here, so a 3 must go here. 4s here or here, and here or here. Since these are 7 and 9s, then the 4 blocks over, giving me a 4 here or here, and therefore in one of these 3 squares. Anything else that is obvious? Well, apart from the 4, we also are going to need a 2 and an 8, right? 2 and 8. So 2 blocks up here, 2 blocks across here, and across here. So a 2 goes here or here. 8 I really don't know much about. An 8 must go here or here. 3 will have to go here or here, and that's about it. We do have this column here. It only has 4 givens, but it's clear that this square here can't be a 1. It could be a 2, but not a 3 or a 4 or a 5 or a 6 or a 7, 8 or a 9. So we'll just input the 2 here, shall we? Now we have this 2 blocking up here, and we have a ghost 2 here blocking up, and we have this 2 blocking over, so a 2 is bound for this square here. Now a 5, 7, 8, and a 9 here. And that means that since this is a 7 or a 9, and this 8 blocks here, we know that one of these must be an 8. We also know that one of these must be an 8 because these are still a 7 and a 9, right? And that 8 blocks down. The 8 up here blocks down, and we've got these 2 8s blocking here and here. So an 8 is forced to go here. Now a 4, 6, 7, 9 here. 7, 9 block here. Here's a 4, a 6. And since this can't be a 4 because it must be a 7 or a 9, and the 4 blocks here, we know that a 4 goes here or here. And we got a 4, 7, 9 blocking here, so this square can only be a 6. This 9 blocks here and here, so this can only be a 9, and this can only be a 7. So now we have an 8 and a 9 here because we have an 8 and a 9 blocking here. Therefore, this square must be a 5. These being 8 and 9 makes these a 3 and a 5. 3, 5, 2, 4, 8, therefore a 1 and a 6. 4, 7 here, the 7 blocks over, 4 goes here and 7 here. So far, so good. We are making good progress. The bottom row still needs 1, 3, and a 6. We got a 3 and a 6 blocking this square, which now must be a 1. And conveniently, this 1 and this 1 block these 5 squares here. So 1 goes here. A 3 and a 6 for these squares. Can we resolve that? Yes, we can. Because this 6 blocks up, one of these must be a 6 blocking down, giving me a 3 here and a 6 here. Now we have this 3 blocking across, this 3 blocking down, and a 3 therefore goes here. Now what? Sevens block over and up. One of these is a 7 blocking down. This 7 blocks up. We got to have a 7 here or here. And we will have a 6 here or here. Not really quite sure about the rest. We do have a 4 blocking here now and a 4 blocking here and here. So here's a 4. A 1, 2, and a 9 for these squares. The 2 blocks down, so here's a 2. 1 and a 9 blocking up. I was looking for a 1 in the top row, but that's still unclear. Oh, no, not unclear at all. The 1 must go here, and here is why. We got these 2 1s blocking these 2 squares, so we are going to need a 1 in one of these 3 squares, and these 2 1s block here and here, so here is a 1. And this 1 blocks down, the ghost 1 here blocks up. We still have these 2 1s blocking here and here, so a 1 must go in this position. Now we're going to have a 9 here or here because of this 9 blocks across and a ghost 9 blocks up. So 9 goes here or here, blocking across, blocking over, blocking down. So a 9 will have to go in one of these 2 squares once we are finished. Still no solution in sight for the 2, 4, and an 8 here, I think. We're going to have a 3 or a 5 over here. We need a 3, 5, 7, 8 for the top row. We know that one of these is an 8. We also have a 7 blocking here. So a 3 and a 5 here. And actually, it must be a 3, and I will tell you why. Because this 3 blocks here, this 3 and this 3 block here and here. So we must have a 3 in the top row, and the only place it can go is here. Now, these are an 8 and a 9, remember, therefore this has got to be a 5. 5, 7, 8 here now. 7, hang on, 7 blocks up, right? So, yeah, 7 here or here. So I can't really figure that out yet. 3, 5, 7, 9 here. 3, 7, 9. I can figure out that this is a 5 though. 3, 7, 9. 3 blocks here. 3 blocks here. So here's a 3. 7, 9, 7, 9. 7 blocks here. So here's a 9. And here is a 7. Now, this must be a 9 and this must be an 8 because the 9 blocked over, right? Still a 1, 9 here. What about these 3 squares? They must be a 7, 8, and a 6. 7 blocks here and here. Therefore, this is a 7. This is now an 8 and a 6. The 6 blocks over, giving me an 8 here and a 6 here. Now we got an 8 and a 4 blocking over, and we can finally enter a digit here, and it's got to be a 2. These 4 and 8 now. 2 blocks over and down. 2 here or here blocking down. 2 blocks down. 2 blocks over. 2 here. This 9 blocks this square, therefore a 9 must go here and a 2 must go here. This 2 blocks over, so does this. This blocks down, 2 here. 4 and 8 here. 4 and 8 here. 4 and 8 here, except the 8 blocks. So here's a 4, here's a 4, here's an 8, and here's an 8. Now we got 7 and 8 blocking up, 7 and 8 blocking over. These must be 7 and 8. 7 blocks over, 8 therefore goes here and 7 here. Up here we need a 5, and here we need to find a 6 and an 8. That's easy because the 8 blocks over, here's a 6, and here's the 8. Here is a 6. Here we need to find a 4 and a 5. And we can do that easily because this 4 blocks down, this 4 blocks over, giving me a 4 here, and therefore a 4 here, and the 5 goes here. Now what? Here are 5, 7, and a 9. 7, 5 block here, here's a 9. 7 blocks here, here's a 5, and therefore a 7 goes here. We have a 5 blocking down here and over here, so here's a 5. And these two squares can only now be a 9 and a 6. The 9 blocks down, of course, giving me a 6 here and a 9 here. 6 blocks over, forcing a 6 here and a 1 here. That gives me a 1 here, and a final 9 goes here. That wasn't terribly difficult today, but quite fun as usual with the New York Times. They are quite enjoyable. I hope you liked it as well, and that you'll come back for more soon. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.